what was the reasoning behind going on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Well, if I tell you, I gotta kill you.
Next question. All right. But I'll
tell you this. I'm very intentional in everything.
This is the reasoning. Like, what was the intentions behind it?
You'll find out one day.
Okay.
But my decision for going on the show, I'm actually happy that I did it. And a lot of people say, well, Pinky, why would you do that? And I said, well, here it is. My company went through a restructure. Everybody talking about me anyway. Mm-hmm. I might as well show you it on a reality show. Yeah. So now you can dissect my whole life if you want to. Mm-hmm. But now you're invested. And if I have you invested, that means I have your attention. Mm-hmm. And when I have your attention, I can sell you anything, if we're being honest, right? But my storyline is real, right? So I didn't have to forge anything together. I didn't have to make anything up. Like when them cameras was rolling, that was really happening at that time. Yeah. Me crying about bankruptcy, me telling Derek about bankruptcy, me trying to figure it out. And, you know, people may say, well, all she do is talk about business. That's who I am, right? Like, this is who I am.
But you're not a housewife.
Yeah, and I'm not a housewife. I'm a businesswoman that so happens to be on Housewives of Atlanta. And I don't stay at home and just cook for my husband and my kids. I get up and go to work and we get help. We pay for help, okay? We pay for people to help support our household to make sure that we, you know, have what we need to have, especially for our children.
How do you feel about the depiction that's always kind of shown specifically to that franchise of Atlanta?
I feel like I'm changing it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a
depiction, but
like Potomac, Beverly Hills.
So let me tell you this. When you watch these TV shows, most people watch for a reason, okay? They want to see somebody else's life falling apart because, you know, it just makes them feel better about their own. That's just the truth, right? And when you sign up for these shows, this is what you have. RHOA is an incredible franchise, okay? I believe me coming on the show adds a different flair to the show. I'm different than them. I ain't nothing like them. I don't walk like them. I don't talk like them. I don't think like them. I damn sure don't look like them, okay? Like, I'm non-GMO, okay? Like, I'm literally, everything about me is on a different frequency. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, and that is what the show needs. Okay, everybody don't need to be the same. Yep. And yeah, we have our little bickering, go back and forth, but like, each one of these women has something different to offer, but my eclecticness, right?
Eclecticness, yes, Lord, there you go.
I didn't say in, you said in.
It sounded like you said eclecticness.
I said
Troy, am I tripping? You heard the end, didn't you?
Okay,
yeah, we heard the end.
No, you didn't. Put that on the low column, okay? So listen, shout out to Lady Lundy. But I'm just different, and being different is what sets me apart. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. There are going to be people that love me. There are going to be people that don't like me, and that's okay with me.
Is it real, though?
It's real.
So y'all not bickering, y'all disagreements.
It's not fake. It's real.
So when you hear Phaedra say dirty tennis ball comments, that's like a real...
Am I a cute dirty tennis ball?
I can't, respectfully...
you can say that.
Derek, you did your big one, brother.
Well, listen, she called me a dirty tennis ball, but guess what? I'm the motherfucking Grand Slam.
The 4th of July is here. And if you're anything like me, you know that the celebrations start way before the fireworks. It's figuring out not only where everybody's pulling up, who's on the grill, what is and who's responsible for the playlist. And most importantly, making sure your fit is right. And that's why I love Misa Mason. Whether you're hosting your cookout, just showing up, you can knock out everything in one stop. Grab the outfit, the shoes, and all the countless accessories. But peep this though, you can also get what you need for the backyard setup. Not you running all over town. Man, you got a place that is a one-stop shop where you can piece everything together. Try to fit on, make sure it feels right. Put the whole fit together before the day gets here. That's how you avoid last-minute surprises.
Hello?
What I do?
That might have went over somebody's head. But...
head, dress, bald heads, toupee, sew-ins, headbands, it don't matter. The real ones caught it. I look at it through a lens where I don't partake in that type of content, right? Because of obvious reasons. I just don't like sometimes how the black woman is
Me neither. Before I got on, I didn't either.
Okay.
But now that I'm on it, I pray that my storyline and how I show up is just a different understanding of the Black woman. People think that the Black woman who is successful has to look the same exact way, has to act the same exact way. No, you don't. My stance on the show is, for the most part, I come in love, okay? Like, I come with a positive energy. You see, like, there was a scene on the show where, like, the girls started arguing in my store, and I shut it down. And people got mad that I shut it down, but in my real life, I would shut some bullshit down because I don't operate in that space, right? Like, my energy can't take on negative energy. I don't even like beefing with people. I can't sleep at night. I don't like it. Yeah. Like, I'm just that kind of person. Like, I want to win in life. I want to win in business. I want to win in family. I ain't got time to be arguing with you.
The last thing on this specific topic, do you have real relationships or real friendships from that cast?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. There are a couple women that I've met on the cast that I really, really like. I really like Cynthia. Like, she is who you see. Like, she is an incredible human being. She's always checked on me. Like, my brother-in-law, he's been in the hospital since December 28th and had a stroke. And I'm gonna give you a message about that. He had a stroke. And, you know, we had conversations about pulling the plug or not, because people didn't know if he was gonna make it. You understand what I'm saying? And here it is. He's been in the hospital since December, and he just started walking again. His eyes are open. He's now using the bathroom on his own. He's eating on his own. He ain't got no bag no more. You understand what I'm saying? So when I see the goodness of God and how God has given him his motion back, and the people around me on that show that have reached out to me when I was going through the hardest time in my life with my husband, that to me, I'm like, all right, you're a real one. Yeah. This is more than just a show. So shout out to Cynthia. She's incredible. Kay is my girl. That's my sister. And, you know, that's my sorority sister. But we connected in a whole nother way by just doing this journey together. And I can't even describe it. We just instantly connected. We ain't nothing like each other, but it just works. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
That Wi-Fi connected instantly.
The Wi-Fi connected. Yeah. She's a real one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kelly is a real one. Shami is a real one. Like, despite the BS, after the show, like, I've got to build with some of these women, and they're really good people, which is why they're on a show like this. There's something about them that's special. Even the ones that I didn't name. There is something about these women that somebody saw something in them. They have that je ne sais quoi about them that people like, okay? But it was definitely an experience, and I'm so happy that I did it, especially with everything that I've gone through. So when people talk about the bankruptcy and they talk about everything I'm going through, I'm like, just watch. Yeah. Put your seatbelt on.
And just to confirm, how long have you been vegan?
I stopped eating meat in 2007. Okay. I got food poisoning. I had a chicken sandwich. So from 2007 up until 2013, I was eating cheese here and there. And then I completely stopped in 2013. Yeah. And I haven't eaten meat since then. No gravy, no nothing.
Like, for me, I just haven't felt like the technology has came around for the cheese supplement.
Cheese is the best thing.
Nah, it don't melt.
Wait, you're eating the wrong cheese.
Not my experience.
You got to try Violife. You got to try, there's a whole bunch of them. I send you a list. There's a bunch of cheese.
But then there hasn't been a supplement for me that, like, eggs. Like, I love eggs.
Do you?
Like,
just
Waffle
egg
House?
Is good.
Waffle House?
You know, they should do a vegan Waffle House. I'll be there every day. A vegan Waffle House, sign me up. Okay? I will be there every goddamn day.
It's crazy. We were talking about off camera your relationship with fasting, and how has that kind of morphed into your everyday life?
I'm a master faster. You ever heard of that?
No.
So all of my life, I've taken enjoyment in fasting. So, like, I've done OMAD before. That's 1 meal a day. I've done intermittent fasting. I got a raw vegan page. Every year at the beginning of the year, I go raw vegan for the longest, where I just eat raw fruits and vegetables. For 8 months after I had my last child, I went completely raw vegan. And I'm 38, but when I turn 40, I'm going to be fully raw vegan for the rest of my life. That's kind of like my life goal. Really? Yeah, I believe that's just the closest to God.
But explain, like, the rawness.
Raw vegan is
not cooking?
Not raw fruits and vegetables, no cooked food.
Okay.
Raw
Well,
fruits
how
and
do you
vegetables.
get lentils? You can't eat lentils either?
You can eat sprouted lentils.
Like
you
Brussels sprouts?
No, sprouted. So it's like you put it in water, sprout it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I always fast because fasting is not about the physical as much as it is about the mental.
No, and
Okay?
that's what like.
And people don't understand that.
They
so
don't.
when
They
when
don't.
I'm like, I'm going on a fast or I'm going on a water fast for 3 days, and they're like, well, why are you doing that? It's about the mind.
Yeah.
You're training the mind muscle, right? And one thing about me is when I put my mind to something, I'm going to do it. So I'm in competition with myself.
No.
Okay? So when I go on a fast, I want to see if I can do something that I'm afraid to do for myself. And when I do that, I feel so much I feel like a warrior.
Yeah.
I feel so much stronger. I feel like I can run through a fucking brick wall. You feel me? Like, so that level of fasting is because I literally can reprogram and retrain my mind. I believe that if God didn't give me nothing else, he gave me a sharp mind.
Yeah.
And that mind, you got to be able to train that mind. And you train that mind by way of fasting.
Yeah, well, for me, it's similar. You know, I'm looking at Shells as we had this conversation because he always asks, like, why? What's the purpose of you fasting? And it's to train the mind. It's to put myself in a position where I'm always looking for an edge in life. And while I was an athlete, I said it before, but I'll share this. The thing that I loved about being an athlete, specifically a football player, was I wanted that person that had all that to say in the first quarter, keep that same energy.
Keep that same.
Because I'm telling you.
When is your birthday, Cam?
Every day.
When's your birthday? Is it December?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's May 11th.
Oh, well, you might have a birthday. Look, come on, May. My husband is May
Yours
8th.
is?
Derek
No,
is
no,
May
we
8th.
said that. That's what we found out. Like we was doing the show. He was like, yeah, he's a Taurus.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things like when you look into a soul of a person during discomfort, that's where I see it.
Yeah.
And I train my sons because of that. It's like, son, don't tell me what you like when in the first quarter y'all running out the tunnel. Tell me what it's like when you got a bump or you got a bruise. When your mind tell you like, nah, bro, it just stopped right now. Like fasting gives me that extra boost to say, I know that person ain't went to where I went to gain my strength.
Yep.
And if my father, Cecil Newton, never instilled in me anything, it was that mentality. I would always hear him say, son, you gotta be a man. I tell my son that to this day. Like, bro, you gotta be a man, dog. And it didn't make sense. It didn't click in that moment or those moments when he said it. But going through bankruptcy, going through discomfort, going through uncertainty of like when we're gonna get our next opportunity, putting people before you. People hear the word or the term boss. Boss to me is I'm the biggest servant.
Yes.
I have everybody in here that I'm responsible for in some way, shape, form. They may not feel that way, but that's my restitution.
And they get paid first.
For sure. No, for sure.
Nobody talks about that part.
Nobody will understand that.
They will never understand.
Because it's a me, when the me is trying to get we.
You sacrifice yourself. So that's what a real boss is.
Yeah.
Being a boss is the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
The ultimate sacrifice. And it's the greatest sacrifice ever.
For sure.
I wouldn't have it no other way.
And I love it. I think that's what fasting gives me. It's that edge in life. Let's talk about just you help shift the vegan culture in Black communities. Was there any resistance to it at first?
No. Because before I opened up Slutty Vegan, I was the one feeding my friends vegan food and seeing how they liked it and looking like, okay, taste this.
Yeah,
I want you to try this. And they're like, oh, this is really
This
good.
vegan?
Yeah. So like, you know, it's funny because after I open up Slutty Vegan, I see all these brands trying to open up vegan food. And I'm like, y'all ain't real. Okay? Like, y'all ain't doing this because you love this movement. Like, you're doing this because you're trying to make $1. But for me, I wanted people who didn't know nothing about veganism to taste it, which is why my audience, 70% of the people who come to Slutty Vegan are meat eaters. because I wanted those people to be able to understand that, like, yo, like, you don't have to eat dead animals every day of the week.
Yep.
You feel me? Like, you can really have alternatives, even if it comes at a substitute of what it is that you like, right? Slutty Vegan sells burgers, pies, and fries, okay? I'm not telling you to eat Slutty Vegan every day, but what I am telling you is we're gonna meet you where you are. And if you can enjoy this, there's a possibility that you could even try incorporating other vegan options into your diet. I'm not walking around with a paintbrush, like, if you ain't vegan, like, you gonna die. That's not my MO. But what I do want people to know is that, like, you can have options. And you'd be surprised. It's so many people that come up to me and be like, Pinky, I ain't even never heard of veganism until it was for you, right? And like, oh, I didn't know fries were vegan until I met you or until I heard about Slutty Vegan. You know how that made me feel?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I'm freeing the people.
That's real impact.
Yeah, it's real impact. So here it is where we are now in 2.0. Imagine where this business is going to go in 10 years. If not for nothing, I'm going to show people that, like, there's a world inside of veganism, right? Like, you can try. When I tell you I made the best artichokes I ever made in my life this morning. Sauteed artichokes this morning, and it tastes like chicken. Like, there's options, and you don't have to just reduce yourself to one option just because you're a meat eater.
Now, what do you say to the people that say it may be vegan, but it's not healthy?
It's shit in the world that ain't healthy all day, every day.
Talk to me.
And I'm not an advocate to say every piece of vegan food is healthy, because it's not. Okay, there are unhealthy vegan options, and that's just the truth.
Yeah.
Right, and I'd be lying if I say, well, you know, vegan food. But let me tell you about a healthier planet. Okay, the less meat that you eat, the healthier the planet can be. Okay, the less meat that you eat, you could very well be healthier depending on the kind of the vegan meat that you're eating. Less cholesterol. Okay, lesser sodium. Like, there's levels to this. So when I created Slutty Vegan, I really just wanted people to understand that there are other ways to eat. And you don't have to eat the hard stuff all day, every day. Everything in moderation. Just like when people eat meat and they eat all of their stuff, eat it in moderation. You eat too much of the same thing, it's a bad thing, right? And I'm not a doctor, right? But one thing about me is I've been vegan for a long time. This is my lifestyle, and I just wanted people to take a peek into my world, and that's exactly why I built Slutty Vegan.
Now, one of the crazier things that I constantly hear is two, really. It's, number one, being plant-based. How do you get your protein? That's a common question. But also, two, when people start to realize you're eating a processed version of something, like, what does that kind of, like, what's your antidote to those type of
everything is processed.
Correct.
Like, everything that you eat is processed. When you get that piece of beef, when you go to the store and it's red, it ain't start red. They had to inject something in it to make it red, okay, that you're eating. Like, it ain't been sitting there red like that all the time, right? Food will be processed. Like, we live in a world where in order to mass produce it, they have to process it. Like, they just have to. But it's all about what it is that you eat, right? 75% of the time, I'm only eating food in the produce aisle. That's just how I like to eat for the most part, right? So I'm not eating food that I got to read a label on the back all the time, right? So it's about what it is that you eat. Like, you can get your protein from lentils and beans. You can have protein shakes when you're vegan. Like, people act like you got to be like a scientist to be vegan. It's really not that hard. Like, you're not a bird, and you don't have to eat salads all day long. Like, you can eat beans. You can eat artichokes. I love chickpeas. I'm Jamaican, so I'm eating curry chickpeas all the time. You know what I'm saying? I love bulgur. You ever heard of bulgur?
Yes and no.
Yeah, I love bulgur rice.
I don't know what it's
like a wheat. Yeah, I love bulgur. I love, like, I'm a vegetable girly. Steamed cabbage. Like, I love vegetables. So, like, I tap into the vegetables all the time. So that's less processed. But like, even fruits and vegetables be processed. People don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's about getting the items that are less processed. And if you're going to eat the stuff that's processed, just do it in moderation.
You know what I just thought about? What does a Thanksgiving look like in the Hayes household?
Well, Derek is a meat eater.
What does a Thanksgiving look like in the Hayes?
Okay, so we have this rule that all of the sides in my house are vegan. Okay, so, like, I make all the sides.
So collard greens ain't got
collard greens got
chicken
vegan bacon bits
or hog maw.
And Derek made the best collard greens that I've ever had in my life.
That are
and everybody
vegan.
says it. Vegan. Every single side in my house is vegan. every side. And he'll make his meat, he'll make his stuff. My mother is vegetarian, so she eats fish, but that's it.
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian, yeah. So she eats fish. But every side is vegan. So my kids, my last daughter, she was vegan until last week.
No.
And she started eating chicken. Yeah, I was devastated. But it was because, I'm always on the road and my mother is watching her and like, you can't eat vegan chicken nuggets and fries every day. We just can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now she loves chicken and I'm just like, you know what? When she get older, like she could do what it is that she want to do, but she been tearing up that chicken. I'm like, damn girl, take a load off.
Yeah, them grandparents will do it every
Yeah, I'm like, golly.
now.
Oh, what?
They're gonna figure that out.
Listen, my 95-year-old grandmother, Darius' mother, she lives with us. We take care of her. And before my daughter was started eating meat again, she would be trying to sneak her chicken. I'm like, spit it out.
Oh, my God.
Spit it out now. So my daughter used to be like, Mommy, I'm vegan. And then she told me a couple days ago, like, I'm not vegan no more. I'm like, ooh, yeah, it's crazy.